Well, everyone, today we have the 2022 Acura MDX. I love all the lines on this 2022 model. All these kind of sharp, cutting-edge lines here. Almost makes it look like a concept car. But while the exterior is pretty, the real magic is in the interior of this car. It is quite an experience, just with all of the noises that it makes. You'll see that as soon as I shut the door. So you have that sound that greets you. Of course, you got your normal bing bongs when you start up here. Cool little startup from the screen there while it's loading. This interior is just gorgeous. All of the materials used in here feel very high quality. Got some nice leather, wood. Unfortunately, we do have a little bit of shiny black plastic, which you can see is already collecting some dust. Got our Apple CarPlay here, wireless. My phone's in my pocket there. It is connected. Go to our home screen. Very nice noise there. Oh, yes. I've been finding myself literally driving around in this car solely so I can listen to all of the cool noises it makes. But I think the best noise is when you change drive modes. So you've got this little dial here, turns left to right. That is so satisfying. Comfort, snow. And if you try to go again to the left, it says no, you got to go back way that it shows you to comfort, normal, and then into sport. You do get a little bit of exhaust noise through the speakers in sport mode, as you can hear there. Let's go ahead and put it back to normal. There are quite a lot of options in this screen as well. There's so many things to play with. In fact, I have not even played with them. Ooh, another noise there I forgot to mention. When you swipe, slightly different also from left to right. Check that out. So cool. It's little touches like this that make this car very special. I keep forgetting this is not a touchscreen. You can see a couple fingerprints on there. Everything is controlled from this little touchpad down here. And what's very cool is you can see this is a split screen. You've got your big screen here and your small screen. There are separate pads for each screen. How cool is that? It does, of course, have integrated navigation, but honestly, I usually just use my Apple CarPlay because it is the easiest. Another cool thing on this interior, we have a completely digital cluster. As you can see, we have a little mini version of the car there in the middle, and when you hit the brakes, so does the little mini version. Also, both turn signals light up when you're going around corners. You can see your turn signals there on the cluster. All of the little things add up to make this thing just very special to drive. It is an awesome SUV. We've got ELS sound. Let's take this MDX for a drive. Got a push button shifter here. Drive, just a button there. Reverse, you pull back. Drive, just a button. Park, neutral. The only one you pull on is reverse. The other ones are just buttons. Oh, also, before we go, check this out. How cool is that? You've got your USB-C and your normal USB here that hides away, so you don't have to look at it unless you're using it. Wireless charger. Yeah, okay, sorry. Enough interior. Let's go ahead and take this MDX for a drive. Very light steering. Makes it very easy to maneuver when you're in parking lots. Almost feels land yacht-ish. You can just, steer it with your pinky. Usually I'm not the biggest fan of SUVs, but this car has totally charmed me the past couple days that I've been driving it. We do have auto start stop. You can shut that off. There is a place to shut that off. Yes, right here, there's a button to shut that off, but I don't mind it. In a car like this, it really doesn't bother me too much, so. Seamless transition there. We do have a V6 in this SUV, around about 300 horsepower. I think it's a little bit less, 290-ish, which is adequate. It doesn't feel slow. We'll go ahead and get on it here. That is a proper sounding V6. I know that they definitely input some of that through the speakers in here to make it sound a little sportier, but it's a proper sounding V6. I do like the way that sounds, and that's rare for a V6. Usually you have that hideous trumpety noise that you get from like a 350Z or something like that that has a VQ, and sometimes all V6s kind of suffer from that, but this one passes my test. I do like the way that it sounds. Just driving here, the seat is so comfortable, material's soft. You can adjust just about everything on this seat, even your bolsters that hug your sides in, which is awesome. If you want to go for some spirited driving, you can have your sides hugged. Let's go ahead and try out some of these drive modes. So one flick to the right puts you into sport mode. You get even more exhaust note into the cabin here. Let's go ahead and put it in S here. We do have access to the paddles. Unfortunately though, it will not let you hit redline with the paddle shifters. Let me slow down here. They're pretty precise. There's a little bit of a delay. See, we're in manual mode. It only lets you get to about 6,500 RPM before it cuts in for you. So unfortunately not super true paddle shifters, but you know, for an SUV, it's really not that bad. One touch to the left puts us back into normal mode, and it's that easy. Plus you get to listen to that super satisfying noise as well. That's the best part. Here's comfort mode. Don't know much about comfort mode. Oh, except that it takes away your rev counter? And it makes it quieter, it seems like. All right, well, I like to have my rev counter, so we're gonna leave it in normal here. I've also got a display here in the Speedo. Distance, average fuel economy, your instant gas mileage, as well as your fuel gauge. Pretty neat. Averaging about 18 miles per gallon. That's been pretty consistent for as long as I've had this. So 2 days, been averaging about 18. And I've used about a quarter of a tank, so pretty consistent there. There is no price on this particular car. I don't have a window sticker in the glove compartment, so I don't really know what exact color this interior or exterior are, but this car is a 2022, so it is from the future. As a man mowing his lawn, thought that the mower had kind of lost control, but looks like we're good. Just driving through some dust. But other than the wind and the road, this car is very quiet, cruising at about 50 miles an hour. The ride is just sublime. It's so good. I could drive this car all day and have no problem. The ride, the lack of noise, the comfort of the seat, it is just excellent. I absolutely love this thing. We do have quite a bit of assists here as well, driving assist that is. We've got radar guided cruise control. We have lane keep assist. Let's go ahead and turn that on. As soon as you turn that on, you can feel the car kind of, ooh, it gets excited. It jerks the wheel. It's trying to find the center. Still, I don't think quite as good as a Hyundai or Kia system. This one does a pretty decent job, but we're veering off. Not into the children's, didn't want to hit the plastic cabin there. But this one doesn't do quite as good of a job as the Hyundai and Kia, but it is there. It does help if you're veering off, you know, it lets you know. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. I do have radar guided cruise control and normal cruise control if you prefer that. Also got quite a few controls over here just for your volume. You've got your heated steering wheel right there. That lights up, lets you know that it's on. Other radio controls and whatnot, your apps, voice commands, all that good stuff. Back of the steering wheel, all we have are the two paddles, which I like. On some vehicles, you have more buttons on the back and it just ends up being very confusing. So everything is viewed here. You can see everything we're doing, just our paddles on the back. Very good. Do I have any complaints about the MDX? I don't think I do. Other than that, this black shiny material will definitely scratch at some point, and you can see dust very easily on it, but that's such a stupid minor complaint that I don't really think I have any. For what it is, for its class, for, you know, everything about it, it just hits the mark so well, and I can't really think of anything else that does hit the mark as well as this car. All right, and that is going to conclude the driving portion of this video. This Acura has totally won me over. I love it. I'm gonna go ahead and park here and be able to see the backup camera. Just get in position, pull back for reverse. We've got our 360 camera here and then just our normal backup camera. You can see exactly where you are going. It's very nice. Get right up to the curb there, into park. Let's go ahead and shut it off. Yes, another good noise there. Got your steering wheel goes up, makes it easier to get out. You don't hit your knees. Move my backpack here. One more thing. Yes, makes it very easy for you to hop back here into the third row. Pretty easy to pull back. Once you're back here, you want to do the same thing. Boom. Don't have to do any manual labor, which is excellent. That was easy. Oh, pretty easy to get out, not too bad. This just goes back, no problem there. This also folds up. I think you have to do it via, oh, you can do it via this right here. Pretty cool, but I think it looks better folded down. Then you've got your little pocket there for whatever, and your cup holders, heated rear seats, got your own climate, everything back there. So good. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we'll have more cool cars like this in the future. We will see you in the next video.